In this video, we're testing out some rubber. So guys, welcome to this episode of Miata in Action. Now, before we start the video, I want to address a little something. Now, last week I showed you guys my new wheels and there were a lot of mixed responses to them. Some of you guys were really excited about the wheels, but some of you didn't really like the wheels because they're not real T37s. They are going to be heavier. Roda isn't as good as some of the premium brands. I'm gonna say what I know from experience. I have known a lot of people who have run these wheels in different circumstances. I mean track use, I mean road use, I mean stanced out wheels, and they held themselves really well. Are these the lightest wheels? I'm sure they are not, but this is a road car. This car is just for a hobby use, so it's not really going to be a competition or anything like that where every milligram counts. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I really like these wheels. They fit the purpose I have and they do not cost like thousands of euros. So for me this was a big plus and I just like the look. Will this be the final wheels on Mia? Probably not. Maybe in a few years time we'll switch around a bit, but at the moment I'm really happy with my purchase. I hope you guys keep enjoying the videos, but yeah, the tires aren't going to change a lot. The wheels aren't going to change in the next couple of videos. That's all I gotta say about that. Now let's continue. So this week I got the rubber. I got the rubber that I'm going to put on Mia. So this is the tire I wanted to put on it. This is a 235/40 tire for a 17-inch wheel, which is, as I found, a really difficult size to find for a 17-inch, to still keep like the same overall diameter as the stock wheels. But I found this in a really nice Hankook Ventus V12 Evo. I'll have some more beauty shots of the tires in a little bit. But so we're gonna test this tire out today, and we're also gonna compare it to the original one in width and also in weight, because it was a very good suggestion of one of you to see how much more weight these wider wheels and tires will add to the original ones. So guys, so these are the two wheels and tire combos side by side. So this is the stock 17-inch by 7 wheel with the 205/45 R17 tire. It's a Bridgestone Potenza S001. It's a really good all-round tire. The only thing I can say about it is that it was a bit like slidey when it got wet. So, but all in all, so these tires have now done about 25,000 K and they have about a millimeter of tread left before they need to be replaced. So all in all, a really good sports tire. Now this is the new wheel. So this is a 17-inch by 8-inch wide wheel, and the tire is a 235/40 R17, and these are Hankook Ventus V12 Evo 2s, which I really like this tread pattern. We have a lot of like little channels for rain, for water and such, for in the wet. Now these tires should be better in the wet and in the dry. The tread wear rating is also a bit higher on this one. The traction is a bit higher on this one, but of course it is 3 centimeters wider. So 205, 235. So guys, first, before we are going to like put the wheels on the car, we're gonna check the weights. So I got this little scale over here, and I'm first gonna put on the stock wheel and stock tire and see how much that weighs. So this is the stock wheel. I'm just gonna keep it from falling over, and it says 16.8 kilograms. So 16.8 kilograms for the 7-inch wheel and 205 tire combination. Now this is the new, so this is the 8-inch Rota wheel with a 235 tire, and that says 18.3. So this is 18.3. So it's a difference of like 1.5 to 2 kilograms between the stock wheel and tire and this wheel and tire. Now I'm just gonna, for a comparison, I'm gonna put just a Rota wheel on there for all of you guys who want to know how much a 17 by 8 inch Rota weighs. So now this is just going to be one of my wheels, my Rota wheels without a tire. So it's on 0. I'm just gonna try and put it on that it stays. And it says 8.6. So that means that that tire alone weighs about 10 kilos and these wheels weigh 8.6 kilos each. Which isn't all that bad if you ask me for just a road use tire, for just a road use wheel. So guys, so now we're just gonna take a look and see if these tires will fit the car, if they don't rub the fender lining or anything like that. So guys, this is what the tire looks like. Now I'm sorry for the bright shot, but the sun is going in and out, so it will look a lot better. Now as far as I can see now, the tire is really nicely like fitted with the top of the wheel arch, so that will be no issue. She has this nice wide look to her, but she still has enough clearance on the inside of the wheel well, so that's actually pretty damn nice. Now let me just check if this for the suspension travel. That all looks okay, and I still have enough space, like right over here and everything. We still have enough space. Maybe once we have like all 4 tires fitted, we will have to like change a bit of the ride height of the car. So that's the advantage of having coilovers. You can change the ride height, but for the rear it all looks okay. Now the rear is the easiest to put a white tire on, so the rear wheels do not have to turn, so you can really fill out your whole wheel arch with rubber. Now the front is a bit more tricky, but normally, as prescribed by Goodwin, these tires should fit okay. Now let's go and try them on the front. So guys, so this is the wheel on the front. Now the fitment again is really like perfect in my eyes. The wheel comes nice and wide. Now because the Miata, the 2016 Miata has like a body shape that rolls a lot inwards, we may have to look for some like fender flares or something to just make sure that the car doesn't spray everywhere, but we'll see about that in the future. But now the biggest concern is the tire is now straight, but every car can drive in a straight line. We need to turn. We need to make the car better handling with these wider wheels and with these wider tires. Now, the best tips I can give you, I have already tested this out with this wheel, is to go on a test drive. But before you go on a test drive, the best thing you can do is to just turn your steering wheel and check your arches. So check that your tire does not rub on your inner fender liner and does not rub on your outer fender liner, just any. Now, with these wheels with this wheel size that I have found on the Goodwin Racing website, they say that this wheel is the best combo to not have, where you will not have to roll your fenders. Now that was a very big thing to me. I do not want to do that. But they also say that when you steer to full lock and your car is lowered a bit, like mine isn't stanced out or anything, you will have a bit of a rub at full lock. Now, I know this and I have tested this. This is actually true. But also with these wheels, now when it's gonna be squared all around, the car will sit at its height that it should be. I may have to like put it a bit higher all around just to see that everything clears okay. But yeah, I'm not really going for low end stands. I'm going for functional and drivable. So that's the thing. I'm just gonna show you that this wheel does rotate every way without rubbing the fenders, but I gotta say this is the best and the biggest tire size indeed that you can have on this car. And yeah, let's try this out. So we just like checked the turning radius while the car was standing still, and it doesn't really rub at all. It doesn't have a whole lot of clearance, but you have to keep in mind that clearance over here, your tire isn't moving as much front to back as it's going up and down. So I'm not really worried about that. Now I do have, because the car is so low, I'm gonna have to raise it up a bit just to keep the clearances at the best it can be. But if any of you are thinking about running this width of tire and you just do not want anything to touch anything, I would suggest to maybe go with a 215 tire just to be a bit safer. But this is what was subscribed by Goodwin Racing. They didn't lie on their website, so I'm really happy about that, and I'm gonna keep running this tire. I'm really excited to test this out on the road trips. But that's where I'm gonna leave it for this week. I hope you all enjoyed this little video. I'm gonna keep these tires, and yeah, the next video will be the big reveal of the car on its new wheels. So guys, I'll see you guys next week. Have a good week.